are coming. Come on, Chong. Alright. Our walk yesterday was very eventful. It was very exciting because we had company. And it was nice to have company. I was babysitting. I just released that stream today. So if anybody is interested in seeing Chong going down the slide and having the time of his life with the kids, I did just release it today. It was put out, which was nice. But I figured maybe I don't do enough of these. So I did get 7 subscriptions, and I guess I didn't select an audience that was not kids, so I don't know if the kids that subscribe to me change. I don't know. If people change their mind, they change it. It doesn't matter to me, but I'm trying to save up to get to help the animals. I was watching a video of this guy on YouTube. And anyways, when he was little, him and his family went to the beach with his dog. His parents said there was a lot of sharks that day, and he promised he'd keep his eye on his dog, his little puppy. And anyways, as the story went on and I was listening to it on YouTube, they said he literally, I guess the puppy got in the water. And as the puppy got in the water, I guess the tides pushed him further because there was a tide that came through. So his dad tried to come and save the puppy, but a shark was coming. So he literally couldn't save the pup. And it was really sad. So, and I guess the story went on. Alright, he still hates trucks. But as the story went on, as he got older, he was kind of always afraid to have a dog and everything because he didn't think he was a good dog owner. He had his own family, so his son was at the beach, and they seen a dog that was tied to a stone. It was a beautiful German Shepherd. It was a girl, and he was terrified because he was getting flashbacks from his animal, his dog. And he was looking at his son, and his son had tears just coming down his face. So he literally went in the water. It took him a minute, but he went in the water and got her free, grabbed her by her scruff, and then he brought her over towards, the land, and then brought her to the vet. Then the story even got even better. After that, they wanted him to push for a police investigation. So he did, because everybody was saying, who could do such a thing. So they started searching in the area. And the police found an illegal dog breeding operation. And all these dogs were in cages, and there was like hundreds of dogs. Some of them were just really messed up and they had to be euthanized, but the police found a lot of stuff. Just from him saving the one dog that was tied to the railing. No, not the railing, the rock. And then after that, he went and visited this dog every day, and there was a lot of people that wanted to adopt this German Shepherd, but he went ahead and he adopted her, and at the end it was happy, but sometimes if you do the right thing, you could save more than one person, I guess would be the moral of that story. Or animal. which I seem to think that animals are, I associate them as equal as me. To me, animals are people. So, I know it sounds cliche and it comes from just an animal lover, but I love them. I love them so much that I want to do a no-kill pet shelter. This is what I want to do personally in the world. And I want my animals, like, I want to start, like, if I had a lot of money, like Mr. Beast money and all that, which is years and years away, I wanted to, like, whatever money I could get together, or even donations from the community. And I want to train them to be service dogs for people in the communities to give them purpose. Because people can't afford $1,000 to make their dog a service dog and get the training. So I feel, since I did it for my dog, that I could help someone else do it with their dog. So, alright, Chong, let me read this. They do. This is why I bond with animals, I guess, more than humans. I feel they're the most innocent on this planet, and I feel it is true. They could teach us how to love and the right way to do things. And I feel that people can learn to accept the love from an animal. They might be better people. And maybe instead of, putting all these dogs to sleep, giving them a purpose. And it takes money, because in this economy, a lot of stuff has went to crap. And children and dogs and cats, animals in general, suffer, and so do children. I mean, yeah, the adults do suffer, but the children and the animals suffer the most, because who's taking care of them except for the adults? So kids are getting taken away. The adults are getting... Oh, no, not there. You could poop up here, not up there. But if you don't have the adults able to take care of the innocent, then no one's going to take care of them. They're just going to suffer and die in some cases. And what kind of world is that to live in? Because I don't want to live in that kind of world. That's why I have this whole channel. I want to be able to live in a world that I try to help. I mean, I don't know what kind of difference I can make on a YouTube channel. Oh no, here's another truck. Come on. I don't know what it is about big trucks in him. I think it's the noise. He truly hates big trucks. I have never seen a... here's another truck. Chong, come on! My head's going in a tree. I could tell. That's the one thing I cannot train him not to do. He does not like the trucks. Motorcycles he's okay with, surprisingly. I don't know why. Maybe because they're quicker and they leave. I don't know. But he just doesn't like them. But I guess, in a sense, that's why I'm here. That's why I'm live streaming. I'm hoping to get enough subscriptions and hopefully gather up enough money to help the world. And I think I could help the world by giving hope, by showing them hope. And I feel animals would show people hope if you gave them a chance. I feel if you don't give him a chance, it's not okay. Here is the big poop. Alright. Hang on, Chong. Let me get the bags out. Here, you get away from that. I don't want you trying to dig and stuff. Alright, I'm gonna go get my bags out now. But I figured, maybe if I can make people happy and enjoy the little things in life, that possibly I can do bigger things one day. I mean, sometimes the simple things that people show you are the best anyways. Oh no, here's another truck. A lot of trucks today. But I feel that show everyone the simple pleasures in life, like a dog walk. I mean, I could show you how it is, I guess, if I get successful enough one day to go to India and this and that, or go to another country. But I think we forget about just spending time with our kids and animals, because that's the most important. Chong, I gotta pick this up. I hope to God another truck doesn't come. Oh, God. Okay. All right, Chong, hang on. I gotta tie this. All right. Okay, I tied it. Now I'm looking for a garbage. I'm gonna put in one of these garbages. The garbage is a garbage. It's tied up. It's not like it's gonna go all over the place. But that's what I feel, and I know it sounds stupid and crazy. But I try to show everybody the part of life that is simple and stuff that we should care more about. We should care more about simple things like people's feelings, a dog walk, swimming with your kids, or just doing good charity. And I feel these are more important than world travel. Another truck. But yeah, because I was watching another YouTuber, and he's great. He takes his parents on vacations and stuff. And a lot of them, they are really great, but I feel they show the side of life sometimes. You see the, when we got money side. But the simple things, like Little House on the Prairie ideals, I think they got lost. And they get lost in an uncertain world. And I think with times being like this, that we should really kind of care about the simple things and go back to basics instead of worrying about other stuff. Alright, come on, Chong. Chong, we're going this way, not that way. I gotta wait till there's a break in traffic. But I guess it's my old-fashioned ways and how I was raised. Alright, Chong, now, go. Come on, move it. Move it, Chong. I don't care about the person with the bike. Stop. We're going this way. But I do feel that we need to go back to old ways. And old ways, I feel, is the ways where we care if our neighbor had enough eggs. We care if our neighbors ate. And things like that. Alright, it's another truck. All right, Chong, the truck's gone. But I've always been a big fan of Little House on the Prairie. And maybe we could bring some of their values to a modern age. It's possible. I mean, if all this darkness and horrible stuff is possible, and dark acts and just inhumane acts is possible, why can't good acts be possible? That's what I don't get. Everybody says, oh, it's going to be bad forever. If we let it be bad forever, somebody has to make the first step and try to have good stuff going and keep the chain going like a domino. And if you let one person on that domino chain stop it, that's where it stops. And what I'm saying is let that go. Let things be what they are. Because this is who we are. And I want to say that we're better people than people make us out to be. And I think we could be better people. Everybody tells me this generation coming up is the worst. They have no values. They're on drugs. And I was even watching more documentaries, trying to figure out. I've been a little sheltered, but trying to figure out things. People get on a lot of drugs. They get forced to go in these different gangs. Their mind's not right. This meth it's fucked up, this meth. And when they get off the meth, they still get charged with the same crime. They go in prison, and they don't have any way, I guess, of making things right. I mean, when they do realize what they did was wrong, they get locked up before they can even tell anybody or even try to change things. I feel that people coming off of methamphetamines and stuff can speak to a community. They can start programs. Like if you're coming off meth, maybe start at like a rehabilitation center and stuff. And start movements where those people somehow maybe start a movement where people can speak out to others not to do drugs. Just have safe places, like safe havens, where people can go so they're not homeless, so they're not stuck in a bad situation, and then some people, I've heard stories where they have to join, like they join the mafia and stuff, then thinking they're the greatest things, and then they have to do all this murder, and they don't want to, but they can't get out of it. And they got to watch people, little kids and everything, being human trafficked and being moved from place to place. I mean, that really breaks somebody's humanity. It truly does. And for another human being to want to break humanity is a terrible, awful thing. It takes a piece of your soul. It truly does. I don't know the answers. I'm not a part of government, but I was told that a lot of times your top government officials are the ones involved in the human trafficking. Your senators, they're the ones that are buying these kids, abusing them. There's been cases that has been put on the down low where kids were raped and then murdered. And we're talking high class people that are paying 10, 20,000 for one of these kids. And they're getting away with it because they got money. I'm here to say, just because you have money does not give you the right to do what you want to do. Not at all. We are all equal if somebody has $1 million or $1. And just because you accumulated and took a lot of money from people or whatever, you did not give life, and you are not God. I feel it's sad that we got to watch our kids because high ranking officials are keeping all this going. And it's well known. I read a book out loud. It was Working with the Mob or something like that. It's on there. And John F. Kennedy was involved with the mafia. So a lot of governments are directly related to the mafia. And I know it's a dangerous subject to say because they're everywhere. But there's a point where we got to stand up against bad acts. Even if it takes, maybe you have less money. So what? Is it worth seeing your neighbor's child or coming up missing and having her raped in any which way, tortured and murdered? We got to make a choice and put boundaries on what we think is good and what we think is bad. I got to see about these birds here. See, these are where the coyotes live. But all I know is all hope is not lost till the last flicker of hope dies. And hope is still here. It's just certain people are trying to kill hope. Part of killing hope is abusing the children. Spreading greed. Another one, murdering someone you love. Enslaving. That's another form of it. I mean, that's what everyone loves to do. That's their favorite thing to do. They'll say, I didn't murder that person, but I made him a slave. I beat him. I did this. I did that. And don't think slavery went away. No. Human trafficking is slavery. But now slavery doesn't discriminate. Anybody could be driven into slavery. Anybody. There's people that literally will go and look for people and take them. And they have, like I said, these high-ranking officials that are paying them a lot of money to take these little kids into human suffering. And they're getting they're getting us to do this. That's what the mafia does. They get us to do this. If the mob bosses and everybody's not getting their hands dirty, they're manipulating everyone else. But there is still hope. There really is. And this is a very uncertain world, and I hear a lot of horrible things, but I guess before I die, I want to spread a peace movement. I want to try to save this generation. Oh, look, there's cotton. I didn't know there was cotton over here. I think this is cotton. This wasn't here the last time we were here. This is very interesting. Change of events. Yeah, I think these are supposed to be cotton plants. Maybe. I don't know. Look, they're all over here, too. This is very interesting. I've seen these guys, but I haven't seen them in full bloom. I guess it's going to be a cotton field, and there's a nice bird. It's a good day. We actually seen cotton. But I usually don't speak of these broad topics a lot. But I feel it has to be said. I really do. Because I honestly feel we're at a point in our humanity that is going to take a down spike. And it is true. We are at an imbalance. There's more bad than good. And the thing is good never went away. Good's just waiting. And when you do things, when you murder or you enslave people or you watch a child get raped and tortured and murdered and do nothing, all that energy kind of comes back to you through the whole situation. When an innocent suffers, that that attracts all kinds of attention and the other realm, because the innocent are put over on this earth to signify goodness. And I feel that that's why when these guys get crazy and just, I guess in general, don't want to be good people, I feel this is what happens to our own humanity. But I feel that it's going to take a turn. I mean, I don't want a civil war. Guns N' Roses wrote a song about that we don't need a civil war. Even Guns N' Roses knew about these kind of events coming in my day. They literally wrote a whole song about civil war and just bad events going on. A lot of rock groups and artists, they see it. And I don't know the answers. I really don't. But I think exposure and kindness and actually helping our community could bring people out of a lot of bad situations. A lot of bad situations, and it's so easy. But is who's the first to want to give humanity? There's people that are fake and say they want to give humanity. But here at Chong, we say what kind of humanity if you're given when you say, oh, here's some food and this and that, you got to kill this person, you got to give this person's mother methamphetamines, you got to sell this and you got to push that. You're literally killing their own humanity and killing a piece of their soul, and that goes on the person that made them do it. So ultimately there's going to be a really, really bad shift. And that shift eventually is going to break out. I mean, who's to say when you get cancer or you get sick or anything of this sort, who's to say that you're going to get better? They always, when I've gotten really sick, I've always came out of it. When you really need the higher power, they'll pay you back for all your humane acts. And if you had none and you have a lot of inhumane acts, I mean, I feel sorry for these guys. But in the meanwhile, they even take 5-year-olds, torture them and rape them. Then they put them in houses and then sell them. And then they make them take drugs. They're using these drugs as a catalyst. And literally just to make people act and think the way they want to and do a lot of brainwashing. And I guess I feel bad because I see what they're doing. I've took a lot of psychology, and they're going to be your best friend. And then everybody, when you get off the stuff and everything, really kind of has reservations about you, and they're angry with you, and they're driven into the hands of villains. I'm not saying cuddle up with these guys that are doing bad stuff, but maybe the ones that are reformed and do want to make a difference. I'm saying help them, because I'm sure they would like to give back. I really am. Can we move, Chong? I know you want to stare at this truck over here, but let's move on this way. Okay, but we went a little further. But I guess, that's what I see in the world. And I feel that the more we can do to help those that have come around. Oh, how are you? What is it? Deepak Kumar? Deepak Kumar. That sounds better. I'm beloved. I like that. And the Bunny Bunch. I think that's my favorite name today. You guys have the best names. I just go by Chong the dog because I'm just always with my dog. So my dog is enough identity for me. All right, come on, Chong. Oh, I'm from the United States. But I guess I sit in my house all the time and I have I got a decent place, but then I think about all the bad in the world. Why are you not coming in front of the camera? Oh, I'll do that on my second stream. This is my virtual dog walk. I know it doesn't seem like a virtual dog walk, but it is. It's the worst dog walk in history. I think on YouTube, I always make a joke of this. Oh, you're from India? I'm going to have the dog walk with the dog that isn't the most perfect because some of these guys do, but when I first started YouTube, I was a dog walker. So when I get home and do that, I'm going to go ahead and do my tarot stream and my talking stream. So, because I didn't get to do that yesterday because I was babysitting. So I figure I just taped his dog walk while all of his pit stops when he's spying on people. But sitting in my place, I just sit there and I think about how people are not doing so great in the world. They don't live in such good neighborhoods. And I truly want to make a difference. I don't know how I can over here, but I want to start with the animal shelters and maybe, I can have people volunteer that's going through hard times. Yeah, we started in his favorite park. He always wants to go by the shopping center all the time. And there's a big park over here. So he pulls me to the shopping center all the time. But here's the park. We just came out of there. It's our morning run. I figure since he likes to bark at trucks and everything, sometimes it's better for him to kind of get things out of his system. So, but I don't know the answers, and I probably haven't said anything different than anybody else does on YouTube. And there's some YouTubers that actually go into the cartel and get deep down in there. And which city in America do you live in? I don't know if I can say that because of this whole swatting business. So, okay, here it goes again. Chong! Chong! Oh God, there's another truck. Come on, Chong. Over here. Over here, Chong. I am trying not to tape all these people. They don't like being taped. But anyways, I know that there's people that do a lot more, but I'm thinking if I do have the animal shelters, maybe I can have people volunteer for the animals that were coming off bad situations. He's barking at trucks. My dog does not like trucks of any sort. I do not know why. I wish I knew. He doesn't like bad people and loud trucks. So, this is what he does with a loud truck and bad people. And then people ask me what's wrong with my dog, and I tell them, well, what's wrong with you? Because he generally doesn't like people that are on drugs because he sniffs the drugs. He knows when something's wrong with somebody. And my dog knows bad people. And most people he has not liked. Oh, here's another truck. Chong, I'm trying to get across the street peacefully, and it don't seem like I'm gonna. You're gonna be barking again. Garbage truck coming. There it is. That's what he was barking at. Okay. I'm hoping across the street with no incident. Like I said, I have the most chaotic dog walk ever. I started, honestly, the channel because my dog had anxiety issues, and we always watched the dog walkers and the builders on YouTube. And he would watch his own videos when I was gone and loop them. And it helped when I was at work. Ow. I don't know. I don't know why he doesn't like them. I think it's because they're loud and big. He don't like loud and big things. He's very funny like that. He didn't bark at that truck. I think he's getting tired. But my dog had a lot of separation anxiety and it was a pup. So I started all these walks, and he likes to hear my streams, and he likes to see our walks on TV. The whole walk from the park home. So that's why I do my virtual dog walk with him. And while I'm on the dog walk with him, he kind of does his own thing, and I just give my thoughts for the day. Because things do bother me, and everybody tells me all the time I can't change the world. They're always telling me I can't change the world. I don't want to change it, I just want to make it better. In any little way that I could possibly do things. This is what I want to do in life. I truly just want to make the world, make a small impact, a small ripple for a bigger ripple. Because it does upset me. People are getting away with these bad things on a big scale. And it's not right. It's not right when you see people suffering. I mean, I don't find anything right about how our world operates and how everybody says human trafficking is never going to end. Slavery ended eventually. So maybe we can end slavery again. Instead of starting a racist movement, about racism, say we don't want no more slavery. Maybe we could start a slavery movement where no more slavery at all. And I have treated your dog well. Well, my dog hasn't seen anybody but me since he was 2 months old, so it's the truck. He just has, I think it's the noises. He's never been with anybody really but me. I rescued him at 2 months old, so I don't think he remembers the abuse when he was younger. Unless somebody, before I got him, when he was 2-3 months old, they had a truck and they beat him. I don't know. I know that the owners weren't good owners. Maybe he drove a truck. It could be. No one told me a lot of it. All I know is he was so small and he took to me and he had a real bad separation anxiety. It's all I really know. And he was real sick and I had to bring him to the vet, get him fixed, get him his shots. So maybe the previous owner did have a truck. You could be right. Because he was the run of the litter, and a lot of times he didn't get any food. He was eating poop all the time before I got him. He had worms. that was almost went into his lungs. He had them so bad. He almost died for worms. So he's thank God when I got him as young as I did, so I could fix some of that problem. But he literally almost died on me. It was the saddest thing ever. But maybe the owner had a truck. I mean, you could be right. But I know he hates trucks. It's something about a truck that he does not like. Motorcycles he's okay with. Just those damn trucks. Maybe he thinks that they're coming for him. Maybe it's so deep-seated and that's what he remembers, because he is a smart dog. He's very smart. But I figure, I'll start giving you guys overviews on, now that I'm getting more and more subscriptions, of why I'm here. Because everybody's here for a reason, and I really never said the reason why I was here. I just showed up one day on YouTube walking dogs. And I literally did that because I wanted my dog to see his own dog walk. He got tired of seeing other dogs and their dog. Oh God, here's another one. Oh, we didn't bark at that one. Not box trucks, I guess. Okay, he doesn't like box trucks, just those big Ram trucks and stuff like that. So maybe it was owner abuse. And that was what they drove. I couldn't tell you. It could be. Maybe you guys are right, because I will be the first to admit I don't know everything. I feel a lot of empathy for the world, and I want to make it a better place before I die, but I do not know. I don't know the world. And there's things I'm not going to know. And I do want to know more about the world. And I do want to make it. I don't know. I think I walk about an hour to the park. I know it's at least a mile. And then we go on another little walk, me and Chong. Because he is a big dog, so I want him to get his exercise. Because I don't want him to feel like he don't get his walk. So ever since he was a puppy, we've walked about, I try to keep 5 miles a day. But sometimes if it's hot, I can't. Sometimes it's only 2 miles. But this is what I do. I just walk all the time. So, and it's very good exercise. I was real sick and I was hardly able to. When I got real sick and had to go on all those antibiotics, I just got real sick and I couldn't barely move, and Chong helped me get me out of bed again. And now I feel a lot better. But that's what a good dog does for you. When I first rescued him, this lady came up to me and she told me, because he was acting crazy. I'm talking insane the one day. He was about, 4 months old. And she told me that dogs are good for your soul. And I told him he's trying to kill me the one day. And she laughed at me and she said he'll get better. And he has. The older he got, the better he got. The more of a bond we got. See, he does everything he's not supposed to do on a walk. And honestly, crazy. This is better than he used to walk. Because he truly was more horrible before on his walks. So, if you can imagine that. I've had a lot of challenges, but I wasn't giving up on my furry friend. He went through a lot. He got abused. He got put in a corner. He was hit a lot when he was a puppy. He wasn't given food. I wasn't giving up on him. No matter what happened, I was not going to give up on him. And I went so far as to get training so he can be my service dog. At times I didn't know who was servicing who, but we helped each other. He needed someone and I did too. Sometimes people are put in your life for a reason, and I believe dogs are put in your life for a reason. And I believe Chong was put in my life for a reason. And I believe it was to help me, and I was meant to help him. And I don't think there's anything wrong with it. I think it's a very inspiring story. And I wish that's why I want this dog shelter. Because I believe dogs can help a lot of people if given the chance and the proper training. So, come on, Chong, this way. I'm trying to tape. You go places I can't tape. We're trying to be professional dog walkers here. And really, I am trying to be a professional dog walker, but nothing is coming out professional about this. But we're here and we're trying. And I guess that's all that matters in life. But I was saying on the last live stream, we had like 600 people when I was babysitting yesterday. I just released that one. Chong went down the slide at the playground. But I eventually, once I get a little more popular, because I really don't make any money over here, because you have to have 500 subscriptions. Right now, I'm starting to get popularity on Facebook more. So, but once I actually get some popularity enough between Instagram, Facebook, and Snapchat, and Twitter, and all that, or Truth, sorry, they changed it. I'm going to probably try to, come on, we're right next to a car and I can't tape this. I'm going to probably try to get some t-shirts and hoodies made when we get popular enough. And the donations from them, when I sell those, that money will go towards my animal shelter to help the people and the animals both. Because I feel that the world needs more people that are willing to give instead of take. And not give inhumanity, to give humanity, not take it. So, Chong, there's so many cars over here. I can't tape this. He wants to go by every car now. But that's what I feel, and I'm going to give humanity any way I can, and if I can only save 10 or 100 dogs, it's 10 or 100 dogs. Come back here. There's too much I can't tape over there. But I figure if I could even save 100 dogs and put them in a nice, loving home, that's 100 lives I've saved. And this is the cause that I'm trying to do. I did put out some good AI reels because Snapchat gives me, they have an AI app and they got a dream package. And it's hilarious. The one today I put out, it was like it was you and someone else, and I don't know a lot of people on Snapchat. I personally, so I picked myself. So they did the AI version of me as a man, and I was bald. And I thought that was hilarious. They made me bald. So I just made a reel out of this is what AI thinks my weekend should be like. Because it was a weekend package. And a lot of them did look like me. That technology's pretty damn good, but it was hilarious how they made me look as a man. And I'm glad I'm a woman, as I was not a very attractive man. I was balding and not looking too happy or good. So thank God I'm not a man. I don't know if I can handle being a man looking like that. So, what, Chong? We'll go back here and then go around and then go in the house. And then I'm taking a bath, Chong. And then I'm going to start getting ready for my YouTube stream. The other one, I know I'm on a YouTube stream, but my tarot card one, that doesn't have Chong involved. I'm going to start getting ready with that and power up the phone, and because I kind of actually miss doing the tarot readings. So, alright, Chong, what are you doing? You want to go up here? We'll go up here. Here, Chong, you want to go up here? We'll go up here. You want to go in there? Alright, well, he wants to go back home. Alright, I'm going to take a bath, and I'll probably be on in about an hour or so, because I am going to do these tarot card readings and get, change my clothes and stuff now that we're done with Mr. Chong's stream. So Chong says, thank you for your kindness and whatever subscriptions you gave for the kindness of animals. And we always wish everybody a blessed day. So, and I thank everybody for their support, because the face of innocence is something that should be treasured. And I will see you guys in about an hour or so. And have a great day.